We're going to take a look at how user management works in Linux. Linux is a multi-user operating system, which means that more than one user can exist and work on the same system, but not all users are the same. They have a different level of access and responsibilities. So we're going to break down each one of these accounts. First, we have the system accounts. These accounts are not for people. They are used by background services and processes. For example, if you're running a web server or a database, those services usually run under their own user accounts. These users don't have a home directory like users do because they are not meant for logging or doing daily tasks. They exist purely to do systems uh, so that the system can separate what each service does. For example, your web server can access your database files directly and vice versa. Next, we have regular users. And this type of account most people use. Regular users have their own home directory where they can store files, install local applications, and customize their environment. However, they do not have permission to perform system-level tasks like installing software for all users or changing other users' files or modifying system configurations. Then we have the super user, which is also known as root. This user has full control over the system, no restrictions at all. The root user can access and modify any file, add or remove users, install or remove software, change system settings. Basically, the root user can do anything on the machine. That's why it's a powerful account, but also one that should be used carefully because mistakes made as root can affect the entire system. Um, Let me show you exactly how they actually look. So for that, we will go to settings. I want you to do the same thing. So you might find an icon in your taskbar named settings. If you don't, come here down where it says show apps and just type settings. And there you'll have it. Once you open that settings option, I want you to scroll down to where it says systems and then select users. So right now, um, I'm logged in as regular users and I can do certain things like, for example, if I come here to my file explorer, I can open different um, directories I have. I can see what's inside of it. I even can erase, delete, modify things. For example, if I come here to music and then I put here, I do a new folder and I name it, let's name it, hold on, old music. It actually works. I'm able to perform different things um, inside of my directory. But if I try to do something like manage users in the system settings, for instance, like adding, removing other users, I'll see that the options are grayed out or locked. Going back to my settings, if even I want to change certain things here, it won't let me if things are grayed out. Even if I want to convert myself administrator, it won't let me. It will ask me for authorization to do it because I really don't have it. If I go to unlock here to make changes to my account, it really doesn't let me. It's showing here a user that actually has access and privileges, a super user that can do that for me, but I can't. And also if I want to manage other users, I won't. Same thing here. Everything is grayed out, even if I want to unlock it. It's not possible. I might do certain things like changing my own name or my password as well, but it's very limited the things I can do with my account. talking about settings. Um, and once again, this is because as a regular user, permissions for this type of task are not available. Linux protects the system by preventing regular users from making system level changes by default. Now, there is something that we will cover in the next video, um, that lets a regular user to have uh, privileges or perform administrative tasks for a period, like installing software, even managing other users. And to make this possible, Linux uses a mechanism called sudo. We usually use it in our terminal. I'm gonna open my terminal here, and so this is the account I'm logged in right now. If I try to do something like certain tasks that are just available for people with uh, super admin privileges, I will need to actually do sudo and then perform what I need to. Now, this is not done. Um, I don't want to talk about it that much, but this is not done with my credentials on my account. I, in fact, need to have access to some some other account that has access to these privileges. If a regular user doesn't have that, well, it won't be able to. It won't let him. But in my case, I actually do. So this is my other account, and if I come here and unlock my account, this is like doing a sudo, right? I know the password of this account, and now I'm able to make changes, and even to other users, which I didn't had permission to before. This is how it's done here in the GUI, right? In the user um, interface, but in the terminal, which is the one that we are more um, interested on, we will use the sudo command, and then it will give you some options, right? This is not complete. I just typed the command, but I didn't really mention what I wanted to do. But in next videos, we will look at exactly how sudo works and how to use it safely. So to do a quick recap, system accounts are used for background services, regular users for everyday use, and super users, they have the full control of the system. Understanding these user types is essential because Linux security and permissions are built around this model.